The biggest target is on his back. This year, familiar faces are in new places, and wily veterans still believe in Cinderella. Today, few remain. On qualifying day, someone will go through and someone will go home. The journey to the Bison Jackets and the 2011 Safeway Championship continues tonight, and it starts right here, right now, only on Shaw TV.
Across Western Canada and especially here in Manitoba, and welcome to Beausejour, Manitoba, as Shaw TV continues its coverage of the 2011 Safeway Championship. Hi everybody, I'm Jim Toth, and right now there's only 4 teams left as we come to you live from here on out covering the Safeway Championship for this year. And of those 4 teams, one will go through to tomorrow afternoon's final, but one of those 4 is going home tonight. It's do or die time for one team, while other teams just want to take the easy route to a berth in tomorrow's final, which of course we will have for you live. Now tonight we have a big match for you. I've just said what's all at stake, but in today's game is the defending champion. And to set it all up for you, here's Mike Beauregard and Kathy Gauthier.
All right, thanks, Jim. Kathy, the championship round starts tonight. We had 32 teams begin this event. We're down to 4 now, including one Cinderella story.
Well, certainly for Terry McEwen, comes into this really a great junior years ago, has really succeeded in mixed, but it has not been the men's that has been his strength. Loses his first game, but has been on a roll, and sometimes when teams get on a roll, they're pretty tough to beat.
Our featured game features 8-time champion Jeff Stoughton against Terry McEwen, who lost his first game and has run off 6 in a row. Our team introductions are brought to you by Geldwin Windows and Doors.
Hi, I'm Jeff Stoughton. We crew out of the Charleswood Curling Club. My third is John Mead. My second is Reed Carruthers, and our lead is Steve Gould.
Hi, I'm Terry McNamee we play at the Brandon Curling Club. My lead is Travis Sabin. My second is Jordy Hargraves, and my third is Steve Irwin.
We'll also watch the other game closely, Kathy, the 3 versus 4 playoff between veteran Vic Peters and top seed Mike McEwen, who lost this morning to McNamee, but has bounced back and has made the Final 4.
Well, and what a huge story for Mike McEwen. Had a great year, but we talked going into this championship that there are money players and there are pride players. Jeff knows how to win Buffaloes. We don't know if Mike McEwen does. He has not played like he has on the Slam. Needs to tonight. Vic Peters, veteran, he's actually skipping the game, but Daly, his son, is throwing last rock. Great match, great story, both ways.
A lot of intriguing stories on the ice tonight. Let's go back to Jim.
Thanks very much, guys. We're all set. We'll keep an eye on both matches for you, but our feature game tonight is McNamee-Stoughton, 2 veterans both vying for a place in tomorrow's final. We have the first rock next, live on Shaw TV.
Safeway, proud sponsor of the Safeway Championship, brought to you by Eating Right, uniting flavor and nutrition. Visit SafewayChampionship.ca for more information.
Geldwin Windows and Doors. Reliability for real life.
Granny's Poultry proudly supports Safeway Championship Curling. Visit grannies.ca.
Safeway Championship Curling on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by Manitoba canola growers. Visit canolarecipes.ca.
This is Harvey. He was left alone, tied to a pole outside of the Winnipeg Humane Society. This is Harvey now. He was adopted and now enjoys life with a family that adores him. Watch the IAM's 1001 Donations Telethon live on Shaw TV March 20th. And give another pet a chance to be as happy as Harvey.
Safeway, proud sponsor of the Safeway Championship, brought to you by Email Direct. For more information, visit safewaychampionship.ca.
Welcome back to Beausejour, Manitoba. Our first end is brought to you by Granny's Poultry, a proud supporter of Manitoba curling. Mike Beauregard, Kathy Gauthier, along with the lovely and talented Jim Toth, pleased to be bringing you the Safeway Championship, the Manitoba Provincial Men's Curling Championship. We're down to 4 teams, as we mentioned in our opening, and our featured match is the 1-versus-1 playoff between Jeff Stoughton, well known to curling fans across Canada, an 8-time champion here in Manitoba, against Terry McNamee of Brandon, who's been around for a long time, Kathy, but only once before has he made the Final Four.
Well, for sure. And, you know, for Terry McNamee, what he needs to do tonight, in my opinion, is to keep things relatively simple early on. You're not going to beat Jeff at trying to fool him or lure him into anything. And for Jeff Stoughton and his team, they play the slams. You talked about his 8-time as a winner. That is unbelievable. Highly unlikely that anyone else will ever come close to that record. So he knows the drill. He knows how to win at this level. And so in many ways, Jeff is going to dictate this game. Terry McNamee needs to remember his own game plan and only go when he's ready to go.
Well, McNamee is here on merit, let me tell you, because in the playoff round, he defeated Mike McEwen, arguably the best rink in the country right now, and prior to that, defeated Vic Peters, who's also made the Final Four, so he's beaten some pretty good teams.
No question about it. And for Terry, of course, had experience on the national front as a mixed Manitoba champion, so he's not new to winning and arenas and things like that, but this is a different show, Mike.
Good.
Stoughton has the hammer here in the first end, and with a victory tonight, he will become the winningest skip in Manitoba history with his 118th win in this event, eclipsing the mark of 117 set by Kerry Burtnick.
And of course, Kerry no longer playing in the men's. He's going to take a team to the senior men's championship this year, and I'm just going to say that, you know, for Jeff, those numbers are going to go up. I don't think that we're anywhere close to retiring. This team has been put together with the eyes on trying to get to the Olympics in a couple of years, and the odds of Jeff not getting back to this and increasing those numbers, highly unlikely.
Well, Kerry's played the most games of any skip in this championship, 160. This is the 148th for Jeff, so he'll need a couple of years to eclipse that record. Pretty good winning percentage, winning 118 of 148.
Crazy good. Right out of juniors, Jeff expected to win really early in his career. Did not manage to get that coveted junior title, but he certainly has lost no time in men's, racking up the points. Great finish. This has been a great example of the ice conditions these curlers have played against all week. Lots of movement outside in. Get around the corner guards. The ice times have been very consistent, and that has lent itself to a lot more play because the curlers are confident about what the rocks will do.
Little off nose. Make that roll.
How much of an advantage is it for the Stoughton rink to have played on arena ice this year? They've made 2 Grand Slam finals. McNamee primarily playing out of the Brandon Curling Club.
It's huge. People often may wonder what makes it so different. Arena ice is very different than curling club ice. You have to anticipate all the time. Great shot. Also gets the roll, Reed Carruthers does. It is very different. Rocks start to break about 2 feet in front of the hog line. That's your anticipation point. And you, as a sweeper, you have to be ready at that point. In curling clubs, it's more of a slow, gradual motion all the way. Here it almost runs straight and then takes a 90-degree turn. You have to have a lot of rotation on your stones or the rocks will straighten out. It is all these little things that Jeff and his team are so used to playing on that will be a little bit different for Terry McNamee and his team.
Here's McNamee second, Geordie Hargraves with 2 Stoughton yellow rocks in the house.
Makes a run back, but stuffs it.
Open side, or? I hate to screw it up. There's not much room there. Just go here somewhere.
Well, it's all set up. Jeff going to spread these stones out, winning last rock advantage by the draw to the button.
Foot in front of the tee line.
I don't think much was thrown over there.
Reed Carruthers, a great skip in his own right. And at juniors, we also covered a final a couple of years ago. It was Jeff Stoughton versus Reed Carruthers. And until the fifth end break, it was Reed Carruthers supported by Jason Gunlickson that looked like it was going to be a major upset. But Jeff turned things around and went on to win that game. Reed took most of last year off with some major reconstructive knee surgery and has come back in a second capacity. But what a strong second for this team.
He was a top 5 skip in this province for quite a while.
Right here. Right here, then. You guys got it. Keep going. You got it. You got it. You got it. Hard. Good, Reed.
Boy, Reed.
Wanted to make sure that it didn't stay near the tee line. That would have allowed the hit and roll opportunity for Terry McNamee.
I'll do this.
Terry's still going to attempt it. Tough to get shot off of it, but you certainly could be buried. Change the situation around.
Into third stones now. Here's Steve Irwin. McNamee's 46 years old, but the rest of his team is rather young. A 28-year-old, a 30-year-old, a 27-year-old.
Very nice, thank you.
I had you 90, Reed.
90 referring to the split time from the back line to the hog line. Very, very quick times. That's a 3.90 on a stopwatch.
Here's the first effort from John Meade, who's rejoined Stoughton this year after playing with Wayne Madaw.
Where you at? Whoa then. Whoa then. No, whoa then, whoa then. Even these two up. Yep.
Just a bite, just a bite.
Yep.
Gotta get it in. Sorry, guys.
It's a good spot. It's normal.
Gets in for a piece. Terry McNamee will continue to play the open stone. Lining up the double.
We get second with the roll then, right? Oh yeah, the roll is good if you make it. Okay.
The roll is probably a better percentage shot on this one. If you play the double and you make it, it's great, although you still leave Stoughton lying 1 because your shooter's rolling out for sure. If you miss it, he's drawing to lie 3. The hit and roll can give you second shot.
Final stone from Steve Irwin.
So, guys. Is that less ice?
Yeah.
Jeff here last year, of course, with Kevin Park, who moved from Alberta on a temporary basis. Their goal, of course, was mostly the Olympics, but managed to win and go to the Brier, had a great run. But Kevin has moved back home now to Alberta, and Jonathan joining the team.
Good. Great brush, guys.
Wow.
Shot.
Is that a different path, eh?
Yeah, we sort of forget that. We're used to seeing Jeff in a final every year, but he was here last year with Rob Fowler and Kevin Park. Changed half his team. Mind you, added some pretty good players.
Well, he did for sure, and Kevin Park didn't go home because he and Jeff split up. Kevin Park actually started the year here in Manitoba, but for Jeff, he just really wanted to play with people that were in Winnipeg full-time. It's tough, any sort of commute. Of course, Robbie Fowler living in Brandon, and Kevin really living in Alberta trying to get together. Now he's got some homegrown talent from Winnipeg. It's far easier to get together to practice when you all live in the same city.
First of Skip Stone's. Terry McNamee in his 15th appearance in the Provincial Men's Curling Championship. Hit and roll.
Well, a good roll. Managed to stick around, something unfortunately Steve Irwin wasn't able to do, but it does roll open.
Well, I like here, I guess, eh?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else you do, right? This is the best spot, right?
Yeah.
Up in there.
Okay. Nice weight.
Okay.
If it goes, though, I mean...
Yeah, well...
Right here's good.
No, it's not.
Well...
I know what you're saying.
Make them make it.
Yeah, it's true.
If it goes. Should be good there, John, I think. Nice.
Well, these guys have a lot of history together, even though they're only back together for the first time after a couple of years. You hear Jeff sort of charting out stuff. If we go here, it's okay. And John saying, well, no, it's not actually. And he's right. You really want to make this roll away from the center.
Nice weight.
Stoughton, the only undefeated rink in this event. They've played only 5 games, 5-0.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Hard. Go, Reed. Go.
That's good. No, that's real good there. It's real good there.
Good brush, guys.
I think so. Like if I missed that, it's 4.
Okay.
Well, is
no, I don't.
There he's got a draw for 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Gotta wait. Let's carve and do this too, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where you at here?
Yeah. It is bumper. Try to roll behind that center one again.
Huge pressure on Terry McNamee here in this first end without last rock.
Close.
Yep.
Whoa! Whoa!
Facing 3 yellow Stoughton counters.
That's a great shot.
Wow, I put a lot at the end.
Yeah. Well, just do it.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Why the outturn draws hard. I think you got to think it's going to walk. Do you like this? I mean, you could also draw that intern, but
like the outturn. It's good.
Well, whatever you like.
That's good.
Shot, Terry.
Didn't think it was rolling that good. Good shot. Yeah. Okay, guys, let's throw the same weight, I think, eh? Just a little bit? Okay. Careful of the line.
Last rock of the first end, Jeff Stoughton already lying 1.
Stay with it, close.
Now, this is about trusting the ice, Mike. They really believe that even though it is buried, that they can get to it.
You're right on the nose of ours. Right on the nose. Hard. Yep. Clean. Good shot, Jeff. Atta boy.
Gets to the face of it for a deuce.
8-time champion Jeff Stoughton draws for 2 in the first end. He leads Terry McNamee 2-0. We're back with much more curling from Beausejour in a moment. You're watching the Safeway Championship on Shaw TV.
Jeff, with all your experience in this, how important is it to win this game and just get a bye to the final?
Oh, it'd be really nice. You know, we don't have to get up early in the morning, so we'd really love to win this game. But it's great to know that we're playing on Sunday, and you know, we're 2 wins away no matter what happens. So we're really looking forward to tonight and tomorrow.
I know Mike McEwen was the #1 seed. Did you feel less pressure this time around so far?
No less pressure. I mean, our whole goal has been to win this event, and that's still our goal and our main objective, and it doesn't matter if we're 1, 2, or 7. Thank you.
Do you look okay?
I look pretty good, I think, according to John, anyway.
Thank goodness for John. Thanks for this. Good luck.
Okay, thank you.
Our second end is brought to you by Moxie's Classic Grill, a proud supporter of the Safeway Championship. Mike Beauregard, Kathy Gauthier, Jim Toth in Beausejour at the Sungrow Center, 2-0. Jeff Stoughton leads Terry McNamee in our featured match. And just updating the 3 versus 4 playoff, Mike McEwen leads Vic Peters 1-0 playing the second end. And some interesting sidebar stories in that game, Kathy.
Fight it, guys.
Well, there are for sure. You know, in terms of Mike McEwen going down to defeat earlier today, and pretty handily too. It was not a close game. And the great story, the feel-good story of this, of course, is Vic Peters, 1992 Canadian champion, been back to the Brier again, is here, but he's in a capacity of calling the games. He throws third stones. His son Daly throws final stone, and before the game got underway, Vic was voted the All-Star third. I don't think he's ever been an All-Star third in his life, probably not even when he was 10 in Steinbach. So it is it's a touching story, and I'm sure for Vic, playing with your son in an event like this, a very capable son, is very exciting.
Vic, a 3-time champion of this event. 92 Brier champion. Of course, they're curling against the Neufeld boys.
Well, they are, and so much history there, of course, forever, as long as Vic played. Chris Neufeld, known as Denny, played second for him, and his son Denny is out there. They're almost like his sons, so it's a very interesting situation for sure. Lots of people that will be watching that game will be cheering for both teams.
Line's good.
Mike McEwen has won 2 slam events this year, came into this championship
Line's so good.
as the #1 seed, but lost this morning to Terry McNamee, giving up 5 in the 8th end, broke open a 4-4 tie
Nice brush, guys.
with 5.
There's Mike. And they have to really rebound. You know, it's one of the things that folks have been noticing about Mike's team this year is they seem to have had their anger management issues under control. You know, you often see that when they're younger. As you get older, you kind of deal with it a little bit better. But, you know, the frustration really came out in spades earlier today. And, you know, it's not over by a long shot. They just need to stick to what it is that they're doing and win one at a time. And a good shot here.
Well, curling fans in Manitoba have been waiting a little while for perhaps another rink to get behind that has that potential to, you know, to perhaps win a world championship at some point, and it appears as though we might have that team.
For sure. You know what, for Manitoba curlers, we tend to be not hard on our curlers, but our expectations are very high. It's not about having a team that goes to the Brier and maybe they can go in the middle of the field, as some provinces may have. In Manitoba, we have full expectations that our champions can go on and win the Brier and then go on to win the Worlds. And, you know, once Carey sort of retired and Vic was playing a lot less, there was Jeff, and Jeff's been an amazing talent, but we haven't really seen somebody coming up behind to replace or take the new shoes, if you will, of Jeff Stoughton. And certainly Mike McEwen has shown this year that he is that guy, losing last year in the final, but he still has a long way to go this weekend if he's going to be playing this man either tomorrow early or tomorrow late.
Whoa.
Well, you saw those numbers for Jordy, and really a tough end. Terry McNamee was voted the All-Star skip before this game, and that first and second shot gave you an example of why. His team did not help him out a whole ton in the first end, but he made the big shot when he needed to.
Yeah, I know.
Well, you don't want to dig yourself too big a hole against Jeff Stoughton, and they've curled an awful lot, the McNamee rink, in the last few days, having to go through the B-side, like 3 times yesterday, twice already today.
Well, it is a lot, especially if your team is not used to playing a lot, particularly your sweepers. You start to get feeling very fatigued. This ice is really thin on a concrete surface, and your legs start to hurt and your back starts to hurt. All of these things start to weigh in, and it's tough to ignore if you're not used to doing that.
Good. Shot. Good.
Shot by Reed. Stoughton continues to lie one buried behind the center guard, but it is back of the T line.
Jeez, I don't want to freeze that, eh?
Steve and John. Steve has been a part of the Stoughton team for so very long.
Squad line, it's down. Hard. Gotta go. Hard, gotta go. Hard. Jesus. Wow.
Well, that's the weight. That's all it is. He was looking for hack weight, and that's probably closer to back 8 maybe, and that's why you got that movement, and he winds up raising the opponent's stone in.
That wasn't even close.
Okay, you're a little harsher than I am.
Are you like here? I don't mind a tight guard. You guys like it? What do you like? We're behind the T line, a foot. Well, whatever. If you like around the guard, that's fine. Top 8? Yeah, I think that's good. Ah.
Yeah, I like that call better.
I had John Mead in this broadcast booth a couple of years ago when we were doing the Safeway Championship out of Selkirk. And man, can he talk. I went for a coffee once for about 10 minutes. And he was just finishing the story when I came back.
You know, no one's ever said somebody talks more than me. I do enjoy you. Slightly.
Whoa, then if it's in.
I'm just your straight man.
Over curl too. Whoa, no, you can put an 8-foot guy.
Well, you heard the discussion of the 2 places to put this. One was to duck around the corner guards, but then what you do is you leave the shot stone open for a hit and roll. This was to be a tight guard.
Okay, just leave it there.
But just a little bit more movement than they had wanted.
Okay.
No. That rock's too dangerous there. Okay. I got the double here too, but sit right there probably. But yeah. You like this? What do we, if we hit and roll where they still line 3? Well, you roll here, you're good. Oh, you mean here? Yeah, we're 3rd probably. Yeah, but I think we're still 3rd shot or 2nd shot if I can make the double. Okay. Just normal.
Well, you can hear Terry's voice. He's really feeling the effects of day 4.
Sounds like Russ Howard.
I think this is the stone that you need to hit. They talked about playing the double, but this is a very dangerous stone. For Jeff Stoughton, he can tap it back, remove anything that you've got. Nicely done. Makes the double and sticks the shooter. And Jeff has to deal with that stone.
Just knows it right there.
Good shot from Steve Irwin, who's won a provincial Dominion championship.
Mm-hmm.
Skipped a team to victory last year. Here's the second from John Mead. Got to get some makeup on that forehead. The TV lights are making it shine.
Whoa, then. Clean. Yep. Hard. Good. Shot.
Still lots of yellow, Kathy.
Well, there is for sure, but at least that Yellowstone now is out of the house. Still a great stone in terms of placement for the Stoughton team, but for Terry McEwen, doesn't have to deal with it right now.
Sure. Just need the 8-foot, right? I got 2, I guess. Normal. Okay, whatever.
He's playing the hit and roll. Another option, of course, would be to draw, but you'll see in our Reading the Ice feature that to draw around this with that corner guard that's about to come into view, you cannot do it. There's just not enough ice. It just moves so much.
It's tempting. We can still roll right to here, John.
Yeah. Confirm? Yeah.
Yeah. Like that?
Love it.
Okay.
What did Reeds do? Much?
Yeah, it moved up a bit.
Okay.
Jeff looking to play the hit and the roll.
Vic Peters has picked up one on Mike McEwen in the second end, so that game is tied 1-1. Curling the third. The first of Skip Stones. McNamee has the hammer in this end, down 2-0 to Jeff Stoughton.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Just there, that's good.
Good memory, eh, Tim?
Yeah, you thought I was breaking an ankle.
Got a barrier on her?
Yep, sure.
Well, he's going to see if it's possible. He's taking ice right on the foam.
Just 8 foot, eh? Well, yeah, just 8 foot, yeah.
All of the games that we have brought to you so far on Shaw this week have been on this sheet C. And what we have seen is that there is sometimes a path that if you can get out to the stick right by the foam, that it will actually carry out there for a while before it begins its inward motion.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa, guys. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, you're by,
Well, he used it all. So he's got room. Now it's just a question of weight. And I split a 13-6 between the hog lines. It's usually been about 15. Nicely done. He is shot.
Terry, the all-star skip at the Safeway Championship.
Well, this was Steve's split the center line.
Mine really walked, eh?
Yeah, I was here though for you.
Okay. I don't think it'll have any problem getting there, Jeff.
Okay. Yeah, it's like the draw to the button almost, eh? That's a little less than the draw to the button though, but mine didn't quite get there.
That was button. Shot, Terry.
What's he playing here, Kathy?
He's playing the draw around the center guard to get shot. I don't think that they feel that they can follow Terry. Terry didn't have a whole bunch of room by the corner guard, and he was back 12.
Well, Barry, if it's not bearing, then just take it back a little bit.
And so for Jeff, you heard the draw to the button. Teams have 7 minutes each before every game to run rocks up and down and to try to learn weights and ice. And then the skips each draw, or someone else, you can designate somebody else on your team, to the button. The closest to it gets last rock. And Jeff referring to the ice that he took in that draw to the button that won them last rock in the first end.
Real good line. Still got room. What do you want? T-line. Hard! 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 What's he?
Whoa, we're by. Yeah, go now.
Got to sock it now, guys.
Hard, guys, go!
Keep going. Keep going.
Go, 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 go.
Keep going. Go, Reed.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Super job by that front end, an all-star front end.
I don't think so. Let's try it out, Terry.
Nicely done. Terry McNamee, though, will try to replicate that. They took that stone back to make sure that it was buried. So there was no chance for Terry to pick it out and stick around for two. And so he can come down to it and be shot.
I don't think so. Where's the weight?
Last rock of the second end, Terry McNamee.
That's good.
Facing one yellow Stoughton counter.
Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Pretty good. Clean it. Yep. Can't hurt it. Hard. What? Shot.
Nicely done.
And he delivers. So Terry McNamee draws for one and cuts Stoughton's lead to 2-1 after 2 ends of play. Our Jim Toth spoke to Terry McNamee just prior to the game, and he admits his team's curling very well.
Well, Terry, a veteran like yourself, do you get nervous in games like this anymore?
Oh, not really, you know. Maybe before the game you do, but right now we're ready to go, so it should be fun out there.
You're obviously curling well to be here. What's it take to beat Jeff Stoughton?
We've been playing really well, so if we can play the way we have, we may have a good shot.
Thanks for this. Good luck.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Our third end of play is brought to you by Manitoba Liquor Marts, proud supporters of Manitoba's provincial championships.
You're having some of that product up here, Beauregard.
I need to come up with something. It's time for our regular feature, Kathy, Reading the Ice, and it's a good thing you're doing this feature.
Well, the ice is great. We've talked about the conditions and the consistency all week, and the curlers have some confidence when they put the broom down what things will happen. Around a center guard, we're seeing 5, 6, 6.5 feet even of curl around a center guard. You got to be tight to be effective. Around the corner guards, that same finish. Does not run a path, it moves. The 2 feet in front of the hog line is your break point. Had a really good chance to see that guard and coming around. Terry McNamee did on his first one, took ice right on the foam, was back 12, but he absolutely made it happen. You can see that some shots you can't get to just because of the curl in the ice. It has been consistent, the weights have been true. Great ice makers make great ice. Split times 3.5 early on in the week, but 3.8, 3.9 even. From backline to hog. Hog to hogs are 15, and you can get up to 25 seconds from hog to stop.
2-1 is the score. Jeff Stoughton leads Terry McNamee in the 1-versus-1 playoff. The winner of this game advances directly to tomorrow's final. The loser moves on to the semifinal tomorrow morning. Mike McEwen and Vic Peters are tied 1-1 in the 3-versus-4 game. The winner of that goes to the semifinal. The loser is eliminated.
Well, and there are some other perks for the winner of this game beyond just getting to the afternoon final showdown. You also have last rock. You get choice of stones. Up until now, the teams are required to play with the rocks that are on their sheet. Not so much in the final. You cannot change the color of the handles. So if, for example, Terry McNamee were to win and he chose yellow, he'd have to choose yellow stones, but you can take 1 from A, 2 from B, 3 from C. You can do all of that, and they have been charting stones all week, Mike, and so they're going to take stones that are consistent, that they do a lot of draws with. There's Mike McEwen on his final shot, right next door. That, of course, is the blank. So there are some extra perks that go along with finishing first.
We'll have the semi-final for you on Shaw Television tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. and then the championship final at 1:30 tomorrow afternoon.
Far to go. Far to go.
8 teams made the playoffs out of 32 teams, and we should acknowledge the other 4 that aren't with us anymore. Andy Stewart had a pretty good run, Kathy, after losing his first game. Randy Neufeld had a good run as well before being eliminated by Mike McEwen. Bob Sigurdsson, his rink played very well. In fact, they upset one of the top seeds, Peter Nichols, and Rob Fowler lost to Vic Peters earlier today. Rob, formerly of the Stoughton rink, and he's done quite well so far with his rink as a skip.
Rob, of course, was a skip, a very successful one in juniors and also in men's, and so not a whole bunch of surprise that he moved back to the helm when the Stoughton team, as it was, fell apart.
Good weight.
Steve just rubbing on that guard, and so that allows Terry McNamee an open shot to put some pressure on Stoughton in this third end for the very first time.
Hey, make sure you have bumper.
Yeah, Max carved in here at the end, so just watch for line.
Saw the numbers thanks to Terrence Kirkness tonight. He's our statistician for today and through the 2 games tomorrow.
Whoa!
And there's a great shot.
Shot.
go, Reed.
Looking for the double. I don't know if you can get the triple depending on the separation between the two in the house, but for sure wanting to eliminate the guard and at least the first stone that's in the 12-foot.
Wait.
Now some brilliant numbers.
Whoa. Stay there. That's good.
And you heard Jeff saying stay there, because right now the way that that's set up, there still is a double opportunity. It also didn't push it further behind the corner guard that is in play.
No, I don't know. That'll be real tight then.
Okay, just tight guard.
Terry may not have a voice left by the end of our telecast. Second stone coming for Jordy Hargraves.
All right, guys, gotta go.
That's a curl because I'm not gonna get there.
All right, guys. Line's good.
Just looking for a tight guard.
Hard, right up. First the goal, guys. Iron. Whoa.
Start, Jordy.
Oh. Iron.
Play here.
What that guard did is take away any chance of the double off the two, and so Jeff figuring he might as well try to utilize it. It is a corner guard. He does have last rock, and so we'll try to hit and roll.
Whoa, Jeff, get it behind.
Just like that.
Works out okay.
That worked out pretty good for him. We got to run. Really? All right.
Now the team wondering a little bit if Terry's being too aggressive. You heard them say we got to run, meaning let's open it up. There's lots of rocks left to come. Maybe we find a way to double them off, but instead he's being asked to get around.
Hard line.
Into third stones now, the first from Steve Irwin.
Whoa, line's good. Whoa, then whoa. Whoa, got a curl. Whoa.
No.
No. Hard. Out of bite.
Good weight, finishes pretty nicely.
Another big crowd here tonight in Beausejour, Kathy. Had exceptional crowds all week. I arrived here about an hour and a half before the game. Parking lot's full. I'm thinking, gosh, there must be a game still going on. Nobody was in the building. They were all at the patch across the way.
Now the community has come out in spades to support this event. You always have families and friends of the curlers, and that's what you would expect. But from the very first day that we got here, Wednesday afternoon, and they talked about the Wednesday morning 8:30 draws. I think they said they broke all records for Wednesday attendance, and that has a lot to do with the community supporting this event. So hats off to the volunteers and everyone in Beausejour who has made this event so good.
Good job, John. Okay.
And speaking of good, great corner freeze.
Yeah, I know. I've got to make it now. All right, I'll give you a little less.
Well, for Steve, the advantage is if you're ever able to come right on top of that and corner freeze it, even if you're not shot, Jeff Stoughton is going to have to figure out how he's going to score two in this third end.
Whoa! Hard! Whoa, line's good. Whoa!
Freeze it, boys.
Hard! Come on! Whoa! Yep!
Hard! Good rush, boys.
Well, it isn't surprising to see McNamee in the Final Four. Looking at some of the shots his team is making.
And certainly are making some. That's a very good shot. John going to work his way down. We'll listen to the discussion, but the object, of course, is scoring 2, not just trying to wait to protect 1.
He has to run one back, and it's nice for them. He's got a whole crotch to hit it into, too.
That's no good.
Not really. Unless you want to hit that. And
not really, because then I just open up the double. Yeah, but then he just makes the double.
Flat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or knows it.
What if we go right on it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, eventually it's going to take about 3 shots to get him out if he makes it. But
no, it won't. This isn't that great an angle. Like, we go right here, right? And he makes a play, and this thing spins off.
Then it's open. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll try and get right there then, John. No. If you touch this, it's going to hit that. Don't you think?
Yeah, Jeff can, but I can't.
Yeah.
Jeff's real concerned. You heard them talking about the crotch. That means hitting that red stone straight back in between the yellow and red. What would happen is one of the yellow stones belonging to Stoughton, which is the one on the right beside the red, would pop one way, and the yellow stone that shot would pop out the back, leaving potentially 4 red stones belonging to Terry McNamee. They need to get another stone in there to protect that from happening.
It was real free at the end.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa,
it's all line, guys. It's all line.
Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa.
Just do it.
Whoa. Sorry, guys. Whoa.
Lines, yep.
Yep. Whoa. Right on the nose, right on the nose.
Beauty, John.
Shot, John.
Nicely done.
Good eye, guys. I think that's...
Well, we've talked about before on our previous telecast about how important communication is with this ice.
Well, it gives him a chance to get at it, right? You're hanging out there. Right now he can only hit about half. What if we throw guard? Is he going to try the draw first?
Are you playing a race?
Yeah, like he's probably not going either, is it?
Oh yeah, it's going all day. Just here, Steve.
Okay.
Well, deciding that they want Jeff to have to make the shot rather than potentially make it for him, they're going to throw a guard.
Well, just a guard, eh? About 3 feet short.
Into skip stones now, the first from Terry McNamee.
Keep it out there.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
With Stoughton lying shot, 1 yellow stone on the lid.
Real tight. Hard. Whoa, I don't know. Whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
They're woeing because it is over curling.
No.
That was going quick, eh?
Holy hell.
Which rock did you throw guard at?
So do we get rid of that one?
I don't know.
He's going to have to come in.
Tap it a bit.
If we hit it, like tap it, get rid of this.
So that, yeah, we might still be shot.
Mm-hmm.
Guys like tapping it?
Well, it's there.
Yeah.
He's going to throw one in there, though. What?
That? No, no, no. If it overcurls at all, you take out our 3. He's lying 2. Just try and get an angle. Are we being silly?
Are we being silly here?
I don't know.
Go here? Go here?
I'd love to go here.
Okay.
And even if you're frozen to our 3 rock, Jeff. Yeah. If you put it in the top of the S, if you put it right here.
So this is all about angles. If this was Jeff's last rock, it would be easy. You draw to the Safeway S, and that's how you get your deuce. But they're not prepared to even accept that that is all. So by setting up an angle, they'd love to corner freeze the red stone that is second shot, creating an angle that perhaps they can tap on. Then the yellow would actually tap the yellow. Maybe they can find a way to score 2 or 3 because Terry McNamee is going to have to deal with it. If Jeff is not perfect on this stone, his tolerance is a little bit light to corner freeze the yellow stone just thrown by Jonathan Meade to continue to protect shot stone.
Heavy. Half of the top of the button is perfect. For line, yep. Hard for line. Really got to go for line.
Yeah, hard, guys. Go.
Go. Got to bounce it a bit. Got to bounce it a bit. Bounce it a bit. Go. Bounce it.
Come on,
bounce it. Come on.
Oh,
okay.
Good brush. Sorry, I thought it was. Yeah.
You can't blast that. Pick the 6, can he?
Well, if it's a 7 on the nose, can he do any damage that way?
It should catch too, right?
It should catch, yeah.
Okay, I'm just trying to think of blocking the draw, right?
Yeah.
How far out can you go? You don't want to leave him a hole, though, do you?
No, you figure that's jamming there, or what?
I wouldn't trust it. You've seen him pop off like a few shots already here. I mean, he's only got to squirt through the 4-foot for a couple. I think we got to give him the draw and block the 7 tap. Front of you, John.
Here, eh?
I think so.
Okay, give me a little more ice. I seem to get over there in a hurry, but...
Yeah.
So the plan is to block away any tap
here?
Yeah.
or heavier weight shots that Jeff can make. That would leave him the draw for 2. But if they're able to place the guard just to the right side of center, they're trying to do 2 things with this. They want to take away the draw and they want to take away the tap. The biggest thing for them is to take away a tap.
Last stone for Terry McNamee.
Wait for it.
Jeff Stoughton has the hammer.
Wait for it. Whoa, line's good. Hard.
Yep.
Hard. Whoa.
Good. All right.
And wasting no time, Jeff puts the broom down and we'll head down. With that guard being as high as it is, we showed you in reading the ice, the finish is all at the end. So this draw is certainly possible the way that the ice moves. It's all about weight and line.
Okay, guys. Probably same weight, eh? Just drop it on the tee line, guys. That's all. See where it goes.
How difficult a draw is this for Jeff?
You know, when you sit in the hack and you're making this draw, Jeff is always throwing his draws probably 6 to 7 feet short of his target and letting his sweepers, who are very good, take it there. So for Jeff, he's looking at the broom and thinking about weight, and then the rest is up to the sweepers and Jonathan Meade to call for line.
Stay close.
It's not far off.
Stay close. Line's good.
Last rock of the 3rd. Jeff Stoughton.
No.
Draw for 2.
No.
Well, it's 1 for sure. Well, that's very close for sure for Jeff. A foot less, and for sure it curls in more.
Yeah. Just for the fans.
They'll call for a measure. Red. Oh, he thinks it's red.
Red?
I think it's red.
Oh, shoot, you missed the guard.
No, but I think it's just 1. I thought it was going to
Lynn Coleman will come out and make the measure.
It's gonna make a draw.
That's awesome. He's keeping his head away from the micrometer so that we can take a look at it.
I've seen this guy measure before.
You must have had a talk with him, Kathy?
Keep your head out of play, please. Oh. So close.
Well, he has to do his job.
I cannot tell you a thing. He will move the stone that is not shot away. Or he should have, and we still do not know. It's a red. Okay, so it was 1 yellow for Stoughton.
All right, well, a good effort from Jeff, but he only gets 1 in that end and leads Terry McNamee 3-1 after 3 ends of play. You're watching the Safeway Championship live from Beausejour, Manitoba on Shaw TV.
You're in the Northern League now, son. Section F, row 10, seat 2.
The Winnipeg Gold Eyes. For more information, visit goldeyes.com.
Safeway Championship Curling on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by Manitoba canola growers. Visit canolarecipes.ca.
Safeway, proud sponsor of the Safeway Championship, brought to you by Eating Right, uniting flavor and nutrition. Visit safewaychampionship.ca for more information.
Granny's Poultry proudly supports Safeway Championship Curling. Visit grannys.ca.
Something to say on every play. Sports Select Sports Talk on Shaw TV.
Shaw TV and McNally Robinson present Joanne Kelly's Book Club. Join the conversation of McNally Robinson on the last Tuesday of the month. For more information, contact joanne.kelly at sjrb.ca or call 480-3410.
Our fourth end of play is brought to you by Steinbach Credit Union, a proud supporter of the Safeway Championship. Welcome back to the Sungrow Center in Beausejour, Manitoba. Mike Beauregard, Kathy Gauthier, and Jim Toth bringing you the Manitoba Provincial Men's Curling Championship down to 4 teams. We like to keep Jim Toth busy to earn that big salary of his. Jim, what do you have for us?
Well, I have enough to earn that salary. I'll tell you what, boys, it's an all-star salary because we're talking about the all-stars that were announced, and I should say Kathy as well, not just boys, sorry. We have the all-star team that was announced prior to the start of tonight's qualifying games, and the lead was Stoughton's Steve Gould. The second was Stoughton's Reed Carruthers, and of course Vic Peters, whom Kathy mentioned, getting his third all-star. Of course, his son Daly is skipping his team, and this week's all-star skip for the 2011 Safeway Championship was Terry McNamee, who we're watching take on Jeff Stoughton here tonight. So once again, that is your all-star team for the 2011 Safeway Championship. It was recently announced: Steve Gould, Reed Carruthers, Vic Peters, and Terry McNamee. Guys?
Thanks a lot, Jim and Kathy. What a great picture that was, huh? To see Vic Peters, an all-star at these championships.
That is great. He has been a great player for a lot of years. To come into this event third for the first time. Great all-star team selections for sure. This is a solid front end. You see those numbers for Steve Gould. The biggest difference right now on the ice is at the second position. Jordy Hargreaves at 67, Reed Carruthers at 96. So when your lead and your second are both shooting 96%, it is telling you that your ends are set up and really put your team in good stead.
Okay, Steve.
Updating our other game, it's Mike McEwen and Vic Peters tied at 1, playing the 5th end. They've had a couple of blank ends there.
Well, they've had some blank ends, but I've looked over, and at times there have been 4 or 5 rocks in play, but there have been some great doubles, and all of a sudden, with 1 rock left in play, the guy with the last rock blanks. But it certainly hasn't been an example of people just running up and down, that's for sure.
The winner of that 3 versus 4 game will advance to the semifinal tomorrow morning. The loser is eliminated.
They freeze it, though. Hard, hard. Sir. Whoa. How about?
Good corner freeze. Terry McEwen looking very cool. Again, just to go back really quickly to the All-Star selection, what a great choice for an All-Star skip. There are some great skips out here, but Terry McEwen certainly, we talked about him losing that first game, Mike, and then coming back, and just what we have seen in this game, the first full game that we're watching of Terry, has just been that really calm demeanor. He made a great shot in 1 to really limit the potential of 4 for Stoughton. Huge, and he's been continuing to not only make great shots, but to really look at the situation and make some calls that limit Jeff taking lots and lots of points. That force of 1 last end is great. Trailing 2, get a deuce, tie game.
Terry is one of those skips who thinks that the slam events have created a huge gap between the competitive club curler and the big money guys, and ironically, he's made it into the Final 4 here.
For sure, and you know, with the exception of a very few teams in the questionnaire that we asked the players what they felt about the slam, whether it was good for curling or not, you know, there's no question that the rich have gotten richer. It's a very elite club, and we're producing some brilliant teams, but for the most part, the curlers here did not feel that it had really benefited the sport. And you know, there's not a lot of shock and dismay for McNamee fans that he's in this game. There may be from people that watch the slam saying, who's Terry McNamee? Well, in Manitoba, we know who Terry McNamee is.
Whoa. Hard. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Right to center line, Steve. Right to center.
Trying to roll that inside. Oh, okay. Wanted to keep the angles really sharp so that they could maybe get something out of that. Unfortunately, rolled a little too far.
Just kill all the yellow. Just stab it again.
Huge shot on sheet D, Mike.
Yeah, Mike McEwen facing 3 with the score tied 1-1.
Yep. Now, some good pressure obviously applied by the Peters team that end to force Mike to give up that last rock advantage with only a single, but a great shot to make sure that he did take that single. And a good shot here to get rid of a pile of yellow granite.
I don't think so. But whatever you guys like.
Lots of weight. You see the angles that they were set up at. Everything goes almost. Keeps the shooter around. Without last rock here in the 4th end, Jeff going to try to eliminate that redstone, even though it's second shot.
Shot.
Okay, this bumper. Okay.
Now for Terry McNamee, his voice is going to get a break just because earlier in the week there were 5 sheets going. So when you're yelling loud. Down to 2, and then after this game there's just 1 game, so you can speak more than yell.
On with these.
Nice weight, John. Nice weight.
Nice weight for the Stoughton team. Is about a 10-second hit between the 2 hog lines. Very much of a control weight. You throw that weight to make sure that it's enough that it doesn't just take off, but enough or quiet enough that they actually can get some movement on the stone for the roll.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Last stone for Stoughton third, John Mead.
Jeez. Okay.
That picked or something.
Empties the house.
Well, you heard Jeff saying he thought it picked or something. It just jumped quickly. Very surprised it moved as
through the hole.
much as it did.
Why, you just got to miss the guard enough to... Okay.
Just leaves in the center, that's all.
And Terry again going out to the foam and stepping up about a foot from the tee line. It does make a difference if you're at the tee line where you move up a foot. It actually gives you ice where Steve's aiming almost on sheet D.
Hard. Hard.
To try to get around that corner guard.
Hard. Whoa, line's good. Still good, still good. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop it.
Well, we saw some outrageous swing on Wednesday.
Sure
it was
did.
like Nerf curling or something.
That's a great shot. Really a great example of Terry McNamee's knowledge of the ice.
Feels like we can run it back. Okay. Intern?
Yeah, well, whatever you like. I would throw the in, but
Yeah. Which way you want to go? Just across the face so we don't put it behind our guard, I guess, eh?
yeah.
Center?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Just a hair across.
I'll try to run the McNamee guard back, pick that stone out, and make it go away. It's a little bit of a distance, as you can see. But a great shot made by Steve Irwin. Forces Jonathan Mead.
Let's feel, guys.
Hold the broom in the middle. For Jeff, the tolerance, of course, you want to make sure you open it up, and maybe your opponent puts the stones close enough to each other that you can make a double if you're not able to pick it off now.
Stoughton curling 92%. The only undefeated skip in this event. 5 wins, no losses.
Yep.
Going after his 9th Safeway Championship.
Nicely timed.
Perfection.
That's a great shot. There was quite a bit of distance between that, and you're not running your own back, which is easier to call. You're running your opponent's. Through the leg visual.
John, a bit of a showman.
Now those two guards still remain up there. Terry McNamee wanting to utilize those two.
Hard. Well done. Hard. Hard. Hard on. Hard on. Hard. Gotta go.
No, he's crashing. Hard.
No, no.
Hard. Whoa, whoa. You're throwing that one now. This thing's cut every time.
Okay, we've talked about the rocks in earlier games, and it was on this sheet that we've definitely heard other teams talk about the concern with the skip stones. And so for Terry McNamee and his team, certainly feeling the same thing. And you heard Steve say that's it. He's not throwing them anymore. Great judgment call. When you see something do it once, it can always pick up debris, and you don't want to just get rid of stones. But when it happens more than once, it's time to trade it off. So for Terry McNamee, he will have a different set of stones as he'll play in the next end in 5. Usually you give those mismatched stones to your second, who's often playing a hit, and when you throw some hit weight, it doesn't tend to show those differences.
Top button.
That's something the average curler or the average curling fan at home may not know, but these rocks aren't all the same.
They're definitely not. They try to treat them as much as they can, but in every set you may have some that are the same. The biggest thing that you want to make sure is that your stones are the same weight, but some will curl more than others.
Hard line. Top button. Just top button.
Last stone for Stoughton, trying to bury this one under cover.
Come on, go! Go, 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 go.
Lovely shot.
Good, guys. Good, guys. Good. Stevie, real good.
Buried full forefoot. And so a little bit of a two brute from last end. Needs to find a piece of that button.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Line snug.
Final stone of the fourth for Terry McNamee, facing one.
Looks hot.
Down 3-1.
Nice, heavy, eh?
No, you buy it, you buy it, you buy it.
T-line, sorry. Right there. What?
Great shot.
Wow. Draws to the button, Terry McNamee does with his final stone of the fourth. Takes one, cutting Jeff Stoughton's lead to 3-2. We're back in a moment with more from the Manitoba Provincial Men's Curling Championship, the Safeway Championship.
Come on, Goldie, really put your hips into it.
The Winnipeg Goldeyes. For more information, visit goldeyes.com.
Geldwin Windows and Doors. Reliability for real life.
Safeway, proud sponsor of the Safeway Championship, brought to you by Email Direct. For more information, visit safewaychampionship.ca.
Safeway Championship Curling on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by Manitoba canola growers. Visit canolarecipes.ca.
Granny's Poultry proudly supports Safeway Championship Curling. Visit grannies.ca.
Now playing on Shaw Video On Demand.
I need to do something substantial in order to get the attention of the clubs. Why? Because they're exclusive and fun, and they lead to a better life. People want to go on the internet and check out their friends, so why not build a website that offers that friends, pictures, profiles? I'm talking about taking the entire social experience of college and putting it online.
The site got 2,200 hits within 2 hours.
22,000.
Safeway, proud sponsor of the Safeway Championship, brought to you by Eating Right, uniting flavor and nutrition. Visit safewaychampionship.ca for more information.
Our fifth end of play is brought to you by Geldwin Windows and Doors, proud supporters of Manitoba curling.
Well, there's the number 7 rock that Terry McNamee's been throwing on his first stone. Not some great numbers with that particular stone, although Terry McNamee's made some great shots this game, and they've decided to give it to the lead man. Their concern may not have been weight, they just feel that it curls much faster.
Good shot.
I tell you, Terry showed his experience there coming back after throwing that 7 rock and drawing for a piece of the button.
Definitely made a great draw. He's done a great job in this first 5 of limiting his opponent to only 1 deuce.
Yep. Hard line, guys. Gotta go line. Gotta go line.
Like,
let's go. Got a bump off. Come on. Okay. Okay, Stevie.
McNamee lost his first game on Wednesday to Travis Graham of Thompson 6-3, has rattled off 6 straight wins since then. Among his victims, even just today, Vic Peters and Mike McEwen beat McEwen 9-4, scoring 5 in one end.
Those are definitely some great teams that he's beating, and in watching this game tonight, you can see how that could have happened.
Yeah.
He's making some great shots. That's his team. You just saw some great numbers for Travis Sabin.
On top of it.
An unheralded team, Kathy, but they've been together about 5 years.
And you know, unheralded mostly because what we tend to hear about a lot are the teams from Manitoba that play on the tour, the Slam. And so if Terry McNamee is staying out in Westman, whether that's because of job or commitment, the team doesn't want to travel a whole lot, you may not hear a whole lot about it, but this is not his first trip to the Safeway Championship, not by a long shot.
It's his 15th appearance. And what benefit is there in being with a team for 3, 4, 5 years?
Well, the benefit about being together with the same team is that you have an innate communication. You understand what each other means by, you hear Jeff yelling all the time, just nice weight. Well, they know what that means. And so you have a communication, you know the little nuances about everybody's delivery. Do they throw them in out? What do they tend to do? And you tend to be very tolerant or patient with each other, because if somebody's having a bad game over the course of 5 years, you assume that they've also had a good game, and you know that that's not their norm. You also know how to bring people up when they're down and how to balance each other. So there's a lot of merit for teams sticking together.
Oh, you're right, City, I guess. Gotta peel something here.
Now, lots of stuff up front for the Stoughton team with Last Rock here in 5.
Nose. Peel.
Great shot of the crowd.
3/4 easy, Reed.
Huge grandstands behind these sheets, which really do allow a lot of folks to see the line, which is a luxury at most arenas.
Some weight coming from Reed Crothers.
Beauty. Shot.
Spills both red stones.
And he does, opens up their own shot. Their own stone, rather, that is in front of shot stone. Terry McEwen will continue to guard it. Very strong player at second.
Mike McEwen leading Vic Peters 2-1, playing the 6th end. In our other game, the 3 versus 4 playoff.
Way out here.
You've only got 2 games to watch, Kathy, but I'm amazed. When we had 4, 5 games going, you knew what the score was in almost every game, who had the hammer.
No.
I'm a multitasker.
Fuck.
Women are used to doing many things at the same time, Mr. Beauregard.
I'll write that down, Kathy.
This back line.
After the game, because you need to concentrate for now.
I think it's the years of experience in curling, Kathy.
Well, you know what? I have to admit that it is easy to keep track of what's going on when you really know the players on the teams. You're not looking up and looking at the scoreboard for colors. And I'm also the biggest fan of this sport. Reed Carruthers, an opportunity here to play the tap because that guard is just so long on ice that curls so much.
It's coming across fast, gets by.
Beauty, Reed.
Very nice.
Just throw those.
So very similar shot being asked here by Steve. Tap, tap. They will not be shot, but they're okay with that. It's about minimizing stones and positioning of your own.
Oh. No.
Into 3rd stones now in the 5th end.
Whoa.
Stay tuned for our 5th end break. Jim Toth will have interviews with both skips.
Hard.
Jesus. Well, the problem there is he did not get to the face of the top stone, and so he moved those yellow stones around. He left his shooter out in the open rather than getting to the face, tapping a stone back, and staying in a spot that Jeff Stoughton couldn't hit it.
His bumper. Yep.
Easy.
Yep. Whoa.
Whoa.
No roll. No roll. No. Beauty, John.
Hit it. Hit it. Okay.
It's not bad, but they opened up the back stone, and that's the stone that if Terry McNamee can come down on Steve Irwin's. Here's an out.
Okay. What?
Terry McNamee giving him a couple of choices. Steve yells, okay. He's not sure what he wants him to do.
Close, eh? Yep.
Well, electing to drive that long guard straight back.
Oh! Come on!
Runs it back.
Well, a wee bit fortunate on the tick, but he's got some good action through it really hard.
Here's another look, Kathy.
Well, he drives it straight back. It's a little bit fortunate on this tick because he could have wound up going straight sideways. Instead, he gets the double kill that way, moves those two stones back. But for Jeff Stoughton, you need to remember you're still lying 2. You have guards up and you have last rock. That's a brilliant shot if McNamee has last rock because he moved the stones off the 4-foot. Unfortunately, without it, still 2 in the house.
Here's the last of the third stones, John Meade. What's Stoughton calling for here, Kathy?
Trying to come between those two stones, get around that red long guard.
Line's real good. Line's real good, guys. Top 8. Go now. Top 8, Johnny. Go, it's going sideways, guys.
Just want to make sure it doesn't duck out the other side. When they say going sideways, it literally is.
I had so much stuff slamming.
Hey, you go around the 4 now?
Good, yeah.
If you play, then he's gonna freeze you, right? Or is he peeling the guard?
I don't think he's peeling the guard.
Yeah, because then you can get back if you do, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Front end, taking a break.
Make that. What's he play? To make it.
He probably tries to get you, like as long as we don't overcurl you, right? Yeah, like anywhere is good, right there, right?
Like
half buried.
Can you come around and chip and roll for second shot?
Well, you got to play more weight then, eh?
Well, I'm thinking like just a heavy draw, and just you play the rub into here, right? Like.
So basically a draw then is what.
Well, yeah. I don't know. Like I think enough like back line-ish to catch a piece.
Well, what's over buried though, eh?
I know, that's what I mean. I don't think you can get through that hole. Like it's gonna come up to it, right?
Okay.
Or no, what do you think? Do you like this better? Or just a heavy draw?
I don't know, I think if you get it in here anywhere, half buried is pretty good.
Okay. Just top 4, so then it might leave a jam. Okay, let's do it.
Well, it's a huge shot for Terry McNamee. The stones are not in great positions for him. He's got those 2 at the back. The challenge is it's hard to throw draw weight through that port because of how it curls. You'd have to play almost the out turn to get around. If you play the out turn, it's going to curl by the stone at the back. So they're electing to play the in turn draw and try to bury around the stone just thrown by Jonathan Meade.
First of Skip Stones, Terry McNamee curling 66%.
And this is a new stone for him.
Whoa! Hey, whoa! Where's the weight? No!
Great weight. Great read of ice.
You could at least draw to it, or you could just peel the guard.
Well, he's glad he got rid of rock number 7.
Down to there, though.
I guess.